Ego Trip every weekday between 12 and 3 p.m. only on UJFM.
She goes by the name of Nqobile Gama. She is at the age of 23, actually celebrating her birthday this coming Saturday. She's getting old, but she looks so young. In all of that, she comes from the township Deep Kloof in Soweto, and she went to Holy Family College. Ladies and gentlemen, let me allow myself to introduce the lady. Nqobile, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Aish, no man, no, I'm actually happy to see you here.
Thank you very much for inviting
Looking
me.
good also.
Thank you.
No, fantastic stuff. Nqobile, I think the biggest thing I'd have to say is that congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You've taken a leap of faith. I remember at one point when we were doing undergrad, you were not sure to consider it or not.
Yeah.
And now you're the first African to actually be able to graduate Bcom Sport Management Cum Laude. Yeah. How did your parents feel when all of this, when you got your results? Let's start there.
I don't know. Look, I think they're very proud. Very proud. But when I got my results, I couldn't contain myself. I literally burst out into tears.
Yeah.
And I think it was a good thing that I got them when I was at home. Because if I was in public, then... yeah, look, hey. So I got them when I was at home. And first thing I did, obviously, I ran to my mom. And knowing that it was something I planned to do. At the beginning of the year, I set out this goal for myself. And obviously, middle of the year, I was still on the right track. And then obviously, towards the end of the year, I started doubting myself.
Yeah.
So obviously, when I got my results, it was a huge deal for me, knowing that I had achieved what I had set out for myself.
Sure. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, in studio we have Nqobile Gama, who has been cited by UJ as the first African students to be able to acquire a Bcom Sports Management, Bcom Honours Sports Management degree, and she cum lauded it, being the first person. And considering that she's just a girl from Deep Kloof, and everyone's like, Soweto. I'm actually glad you proved a lot of people wrong, that Soweto is not just the people of the 1976, but you are a product of the youth of today, reflecting on 1976. Surprising.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels well. Right now, I'm really overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm feeling, but I can. But what I can say is that I didn't only do it for myself.
Yeah.
I did it for all those people who allowed me to be able to do this, and to also inspire those who you know.
All right. While I let her catch her breath, I must say that this young lady, being someone that I've known for quite a bit now, I must say I almost cried when I saw it when you told me, because one thing I know is that when tough times came, you stumbled and you fell.
Yeah.
And
Very
when you
hard.
fell, you had an opportunity to give up. You had an opportunity to say, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go back. I don't want to go back. What made you to just decide, I'm going to keep going?
It's knowing why you started in the beginning. Like I've said in a few interviews, that there are very few women in decision-making positions in SA.
Yeah.
And that is my goal ultimately, is to make a change with that already, the representation of females in sports, but also to play my part in sports in SA. So it's always remembering the end goal. And in me giving up, that would be me giving up. Not letting myself down only, but letting
the next generation
down, essentially.
what responsibility at such a young age. I feel sorry for you.
I feel sorry for myself sometimes.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. So, getting back in a bit, we're going to be getting back into a bit of music. And when we come back, we're going to be tapping into the mind of Nqobile, trying to see what made her become what she is today. I mean, it's very hard for you to be hardworking and beautiful at the same time. How do you cope?
Am I supposed to answer that?
Yes, you must. How?
I don't know. It must be done. Someone has to do it.
Really? You know what? Let me say, when she walked into studio, this is the first thing Nqobile did, and I must say, I was shocked. Nqobile walks into studio, she starts taking photos. Do you know why? She had the mentality of AKA featuring Burna Boy. It is all eyes on me, and that's her mindset, right?
Definitely.
The lady of the moment, the girl that is making everyone feel like I'm not doing enough in life. How does it feel to make people feel like they're not? People are like, no man, at the age of 23, this is something you'll go down in history for. No one, it can't be broken. Your record can't be broken anymore. Guys, you know the most interesting thing is Nqobile right now is you are just so. Why are you so? Somebody help me out, Nqobile. What's wrong?
No, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. But to answer that, it can't be broken, but it can be improved. Definitely.
Definitely. I think there's more records to break.
Yeah.
Give us a brief. Who's Nqobile now? Talking about your background. Where do you come from? Talking about home.
Nqobile, as you've mentioned, is from Deep Kloof, Soweto, Phase 3. Yeah, my friends asked me to give them a shout out, so this is for them.
Wait, that's not the time for them. No, they'll come later.
Yeah, and went to Holy Family College from grade 2 until grade 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my family, I have one older sister. She was at UJ also.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just the four of us with my parents. And yeah, I come from a very supportive family. We're very close. There's only four of us, and it's a very close family. That is my support system.
Yeah.
If something good or bad happens, those are the first people I go to. Not best friend, not BFF, no.
Yeah.
Those are my BFFs.
Yeah. Amazing stuff. And Nqobile, now obviously you studied sports.
Yes.
There has to be a history of sports in it. Where does it come from? Where does this history of you being a woman who wants to go challenge the Sepp Blatters that don't want to come down from they want to challenge all these,
Yeah.
male figures in the sporting industry?
Yeah. Well, my love for sports started a very long time ago. I've literally tried to play every single sport. Literally every sport. I was the only girl on the cricket team at some point in high school.
Wow.
No, in primary school.
I was about to say.
I feel like there's levels to this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played football, I played netball. So I had the best of both worlds. And as I grew older, obviously it became clear that I won't be a professional athlete. So essentially, if I couldn't be on the field, being in the field was the next move for me.
Definitely. And I mean, but what happened? I mean, you played netball, I believe.
But basketball became my thing.
Yeah, because that's how. Did you first go to netball and then no? Actually, basketball is the kind of ball I wanna.
Yes, actually, yeah.
And how did your parents take it? Because I mean, that's more of a tomboyish sport. If you're a girl playing basketball, you seem like you have more of a tomboy image, according to stereotypes.
Very true. Look, my parents weren't surprised because there was one day I came home and I was like to my dad, I want soccer boots. And he was like, oh, here she goes again. So when I got home and I was like, okay, I want the basketball, he was just like, you know what?
Let's get it.
Have it. So they're used to me and my different ways, I guess.
Nqobile, you strike me as the type of person who'd rather not want to get her hands dirty. I mean, you seem like you're very intact, obviously, with your feminine, because, I mean, according to your Instagram pictures, I mean, hey. But considering that you actually don't mind getting dirty in terms of sports, because, I mean, sports has this thing whereby you're all sweaty and whatnot.
Yes.
How did you ever get challenged to actually feel like I actually want to be a tomboy in a sense, breaking all stereotypes? Because women in sports all around have that thing whereby she looks like a man, and
Yeah.
people say these things, which I think is so untrue.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're here, right here. You're the best person to ask. Were you
Yeah.
ever tempted?
No, I wasn't. Actually wasn't, but most of my friends are males. So
Yeah.
so I'm used to being around the guys and being, you know, I wouldn't say all sweaty, but
Look, I'm hoping, and I really am hoping, that you're not the type of girl who helps guys mac on other girls.
no, I suck as a wing woman. I suck. I actually suck. So no.
So our deal is off, miss. Because I mean, I was hoping you're gonna be able to on Instagram to just put me in there, and sure, you just disappointed me. Like, you know what? One more question I would have in this very moment, because today we've hanged up your marketing boots
Yeah.
for you to be a radio person.
Yes.
If you'd ever get a chance to consider an alternative career,
Wow.
what would it have been if you didn't make it in sports?
That's a tough one, because I don't think I've actually ever considered myself being anything else
Then someone
outside-
in sports.
than someone in sports.
Yeah.
It's a very tough one. I think I'd have to think about it very hard, like very hard.
All right. When we come back, Nqobile gets to think once again. You know what? One thing I've learned about marketing people, they want to be in a position whereby they want to consider every option they have before giving an answer. You should do PR for Zuma. One of the biggest things I always say to people, never let what you have take away who you are. What does that mean? A lot of us fall victim of being a woman restricts you from being a president. We suffer from society's ideologies that you being short, you can't be a basketball player. We suffer from being black, you can't be an academic. These are things when we were growing up, they were restrictors. The biggest thing that we suffer from is that when we fail, we think we can never become something. Once we fail, we feel like it's done. There's no more, there's no possibility. Nqobile, taking a look at your journey, when was the first time you encountered failure? Because I mean, everyone right now looks at you, someone who's perfect, and we both know we're not. As humans, we're not perfect. But hey, what we portray to people looks perfect.
I would say it was in my first year.
Yeah.
I came from high school being a top achiever,
Yeah.
being this and that, deputy head girl, honors blazer, all that. Obviously I came into varsity with that big head. And university had a lovely way of humbling me. Obviously at the time it was not lovely, but looking back, it's like that was the turning point for me. I was almost excluded. We got to the end of the first semester,
Yeah.
and you know, to continue you need to pass about 60% of your subject, and honestly I can't even explain what happened,
Yeah.
you know. But then I was told that you fail anything from there on in, we are kicking you out. And that at that moment it was one of those I don't know, light bulb moment, or one of those moments where you're like, I need to take charge of what's going on now.
Of course, because I mean, failure is such a tough thing to deal with.
It's very tough. It's especially when I hadn't experienced it like that before.
Yeah.
And I was humbled. I was extremely humbled.
So your head got a bit of a flattening.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are the common challenges you probably at that stage were facing in terms of, was it friends? Was it focus? Was it lack of clarity of vision? Like, did you see where you're going with this, or it was just like studying? What was the problem?
I honestly, I can't even put my finger on it. You know, there's something that they call first year syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the only way I can explain it right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I failing was not an option. I mean, my sister went through the process.
Yeah.
She was at Res. She did her degree in 3 years, and that's what was expected of me. So now coming into first year, also went to Res.
Yeah.
And now failing a few subjects, that meant that I'm not going to complete my undergrad degree in the 3 years that it took my sister to finish it in. So now already that was playing in my mind the whole time.
Yeah.
So I had a very tough second semester because I was on edge, thinking that I cannot fail. I cannot fail because I'm not only failing myself, I'm failing my parents. And I mean, you can just imagine, had I failed at that time, I would have failed everyone else who's listening right now, or everyone else who is inspired right now by my achievements.
And you know when they say sometimes failure is a stepping stone. There's a quote that I know, and I really don't know who says it or who is it by. It says that success is a poor teacher because it doesn't teach you how to get up. It only tells you how to keep going, but it doesn't really tell you when you fall, what do you do? Where do you go? And I'm really, really glad that moment of encountering that sort of pressure somehow hit you on the side to say, hey, get back in line. But you know what? I think we have to be said. It is one of those things that we have to encounter. I mean, in high school, you were that girl, everyone was like, yeah, no, Miss Gama is very good. Miss Gama, yeah, you all look like Miss Gama. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, that's my name. That's my name.
And were boys ever a problem during this phase of you undergrad?
Naturally. Naturally.
So it was friends and the guys that trying
and the guys and yeah, all of this nonsense at the time.
But were you in a relationship in your honors year? Let me ask that question.
No, I wasn't.
You weren't.
No.
So part and parcel was that you did have time to really focus on yourself.
Definitely.
To really throw in. And who were the people that made you feel like this is really for you? You know, that pushed you closer to where you wanted to go, which is now achieving this goal that you had set at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. So obviously my parents.
Yeah.
But the biggest driving force behind my success is the course coordinator.
Yeah.
Miss Pam Sarah.
You know what Pam says? Hola.
Hola. You know?
Yeah.
She sees potential in you before you realize the potential in yourself.
Very true. I must say and commend Pamela Sarah. She gave me a chance.
Yes.
She gave me a chance.
Yeah.
And here I am today. Sitting with you.
So you know, we both, Pam's products.
Yeah, no, fantastic stuff.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Ego Trip. This is your girl Nqobile Gama, and the song in the background is Nick Explicit, and the name of the song is Mama Told Me. Hello.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you so much.
Like I can't express how proud of you. How proud I am. Like I feel like a new parent. You know when you've given birth and like nyuki mabubu and then you keep kissing your child the whole time. So it's a pity bakhona. Nqobile, taking it to the future. You're now in a stage whereby you have to really consider where you want to go.
Definitely.
The media knows about you. The world knows about you. We're trying to do our best to make them understand you are forced to be reckoned with without any favors.
Yes.
What is your plan? What is your vision for yourself in the next 3 to 4 years?
Next 3 to 4 years, I would love to see myself in cricket.
Really?
Yes.
With all the scandals going on in cricket.
Look, there is, funny enough, there is no sport at this present time that actually doesn't have its scandals.
There is. Netball. Exactly. It's a clean cut. It's a straight up story.
Unfortunately, that is not my forte.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right.
But I would really love to see myself there.
Do you think Carol Shabalala has any threats coming her way?
Definitely. You can quote me on that.
Well, I love it. So, Carol, listen, we want to be very clear, Carol. All the way from UJFM studios, we are sending you a message. Nqobile is coming, I tell you.
Church.
Yo. All right, cool. So obviously broadcasting is a big possibility.
Yes.
Obviously in the sporting background, and considering a family at some point, obviously.
Yes.
You are a family person.
I am.
From what I
am.
So Ish, I feel sorry for your husband or your future husband. Because I don't think Amalobola can come in just a truck. They need to come by boats. They need to be so much.
The cows need to have blue eyes.
So this is the question I normally ask if I have a female guest who's not married. You know the app that says the Lobola app?
Oh, yes.
Right now, you're going to Lobola app yourself. If you were to get married, or someone will be like, listen, Mr. Miya is serious. He wants
He's
you.
ready.
How much would it cost me? If you think, and without being modest.
Okay, wait. Is this in terms of actual cows or in monetary value?
You can let's put value to it.
Let's put a value to it.
Because cows, depending where you buy them, they have different value. I mean, you can get a cow for 10,000 for one. You can get a cow for 6,000.
Yeah.
Let's put value to it. How much do you think you're worth right now?
Whoa. Right now.
Right now. And the longer you take is the less the money comes.
Like a good 6 zeros.
Somebody help me with the maths. I'm not good with maths. I heard 6 zeros. Is that 1,000 or wait? That's 1,000, 4 zeros. Wait, 100,000 million. George Koch. Are you serious right now?
No, I'm not.
You really?
No, I'm not.
I was already calling my bank manager.
Oh, okay. No. I was that case. Yes.
What would be your words of inspiration? What would be your words to encourage the next person to become the best that they can be, considering how far you've come with your failures, with your challenges, and most especially being considered as a woman?
Yeah.
I'm stressing this point because women in sports have been sidelined for so long, especially in managerial positions. They'll say you're not qualified, you don't have the right qualifications. You do right now.
Yeah.
You have the experience, varsity sports, hey, athletics.
Yes.
We're talking about university sports. You've been through the paces. Now you're dealing with marketing.
I always, well, rather my mom always tells me to be bold. Stand out. Find your thing and make sure that you make it your thing.
Yeah.
And once it's your thing, nothing else will stop you because you know that it's your thing and no one else can do it better than I can do. So you be bold and do what you need to do, but do it also to inspire others to be as bold as you are.
You know what? I'd say this. From what you've just said, as a motivational speaker, I'm inspired to say this. Become excellence. BE, just be.
Be.
Become excellent in all that we can do.
Yeah.
Nqobile, thank you so much for taking time to come and hang out with me. Thank you so much for taking over the mic for there, like I saw you. Thank you so much for sharing your smiles and laughter also.
Thank you for having me. Thank you
Any
for
shout-outs?
inviting me. To the Deep Kloof dudes, you know.
I'm a Kloof-
Apparently, I have to just put that out there.
Konje, I'm a deep kloof, doof, doof, doof. What is it?
Dynamite Deep Kloof dudes.
That's never DDD. You were saying.
Yeah, to all my friends, they're not very many.
That's
So,
a good thing.
so you
That's a
all,
good thing.
yeah, you all know yourselves. To my parents, to my sister, and to everyone that is listening right now.
All right, fantastic stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, the lady herself in the building. She was named the first African student to be able to acquire and achieve Bcom Honours in Sport Management Cum Laude. You know what, ne? Tit was a judge. Shout out to Varsity TV. Thank you so much for coming in to catch this interview. If you want to follow them, do that on Twitter. It is Varsity TV. It's at Varsity TV SA. Nqobile, if you have followers, can they follow you?
Yes, definitely.
What's your Twitter handle?
I'm not on Twitter, unfortunately. But you can follow me on Instagram.
So where are we following you to if you don't have Twitter?
On Instagram.
I follow you on Instagram.
Don't be shy with the likes.
Ladies and gents, Nqobile Gama was...
Underscore, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Listen, shout out to you.
Bringing local flavor to international hits. You're listening to UJFM 95.4.